Hey, I'm Dan over at Loxo with a quick look at our new job creation page. You're going to find the design is beautiful and the functionality is very intuitive and easy to navigate on that page. So when you're in Loxo, you're logged in and you click on the Jobs tab up here, you'll see a list of all the jobs that you've created previously in your account. And to add a job quickly, you'll use the blue Add button and choose Create New Job. And here's where you're going to see the new page we just rolled out. Pretty easy to navigate from the top down. At the top, you'll see the Loxo AI tool will be engaged. And if you're not familiar with Loxo AI, we have a lot of support training videos and resources to bone up on Loxo AI. But in a nutshell, Loxo AI automatically sources and ranks candidates by best match from a talent pool of roughly 600 million people. And it delivers this list of ranked recommended candidates to you in less than 30 seconds. So it's going to be automatically on when you add a job. But if you decide you don't want to use Loxo AI, you can flip the switch to turn it off. That'll be entirely up to you. Now, as you work your way down, you're going to enter in some basic information like the job title. Now, this is going to auto-populate as you type. So let's say I'm looking for a CTO. So I type in CTO and you can see that's the first choice, but we have all these other variations. So hopefully you'll be able to find the exact match. If you don't see the exact match, pick the one that's closest and that should do the trick. Now below that, you'll have a couple of choices here. When they're doing the AI matching, they can match the candidates based on an exact match, the CTO title that I've entered here. So it would only include candidates with job titles that match exactly. If that's the way you want it to function, flip the switch on that. Now you can also enter in additional job titles or job position titles that you want us to match in addition or on top of the primary title. And you can press enter to add more than one here. Okay, now the other option you have is to exclude certain job titles. So if you want to exclude candidates by job title, flip the switch there and enter in the job titles that you want the AI bots to exclude from the matching. Okay, so a couple of options there as you add the job title. As you scroll down, next you're going to type in the hiring company name. So let's say it's Apple. So I type in Apple, and again, it'll match based on a list that we've developed of virtually any company that we can identify on planet Earth here. So match the hiring company here. And then below that, decide if you want to enter in location information for the job position. If it's a remote position, remote is okay, then just flip the switch and choose remote if the candidate location does not matter and they can work from any location. But if you want to enter in the location information for the job, click the add button and enter in the address, the city, the zip code, and the country. And then as we scroll down, you're also going to want to enter in or indicate the experience level for this position. Okay, so let's say it's a C-suite gig. And then below that, you can enter in skill set indicators. So use the add button to start adding in skill sets, tags that you want, and you can add more than one as needed. Similarly, if you've got someone in your database already who is an ideal candidate for the position that we're talking about there, then hit the add button and type in the name of that person. And basically our Loxo AI bots will look for other candidates that are exactly like he or she. And you can add more than one candidate for better AI matching here. You don't have to limit yourself to just one ideal candidate that they take a look at in that process. Now, as we scroll down, you also want to enter in the commitment level. Is this a full-time job, a contract to hire, etc. For salary, you hit the add button here and you can enter in either an exact salary for the position, the exact value of the compensation, or a salary range, right? So you can use the bar here to indicate the salary range for the position. And then below that, if you want to enter in bonus information for the position, same story. You can use the slide bar there or indicate an exact bonus value. And same thing with equity. So hit the add button there and show the exact value if you want, or you can indicate a percentage. Okay, pretty standard, pretty easy. And then below that, you can enter in the job description. Click here and copy and paste or type in the job description here and hit save. And as we scroll down, there's also a space where you and your team can enter in notes going forward. And there's no upper limit on the amount of notes you enter here. And whatever you enter in terms of notes on this job profile is completely confidential. Hit save when you're done. as you add notes. Now, some of the advanced features here we have when you're adding a job. If you want to start adding tags onto this job, hit the add button here, and you can see we've got some pre-populated in there. And then below that, indicate the status of this job. Is it currently active? Is it on hold for some reason? Has it closed because we successfully placed someone, or is it closed because we were not successful in finding a candidate? The open date will pre-populate, and the filled date will pre-populate when you drag and drop a candidate through the pipeline into the hired column. A placement box is going to pop open where you're going to enter in some information about that deal closing. And when you enter in the fill date there, it's going to auto-populate here for you as well at the end of the process. If you want to indicate who on your team is the owner or owners of this job, you can indicate that person and also indicate their role. You know, maybe I'm the recruiter and Adam is the account manager, kind of thing, right? And then below that, you can also indicate who the hiring manager or the contact is over at the hiring company that you're working with, right? And then below that as well, you can basically, it'll be automatically set so that the email automations that you create on your account are automatically set to work with this job that you're adding. So all the default email automations that you've created in your account are going to apply to this job if this is flipped on, and that's the default setting. But if you don't want the email automations to apply to this particular job for some reason, you can turn them off right here. Now below that, you can indicate where exactly this job is listed in the sequence of jobs on the dashboard view in jobs, right? So if this is the most important job you're working right now, you can set it so it is the first job, the #1 job in the ranking of jobs, so to speak, that you see in that display when you click on the jobs tab. So you choose the position that this job will have in the jobs list. You can use this little arrow down to indicate, if this is the second most important job, etc. Right. Okay, now below that, you can enter in the fee override information, and it could be in dollars or whatever your currency is, depending on where you are in the world. And you can enter that fee in percentage form, or maybe it's a flat fee or an hourly fee. That's up to you in terms of how you enter in the information. Now, finally, down at the bottom of the creating job page, if you want to push this particular job that you're adding out to the job boards that we integrate with, then flip the switch here to on to let us know that you want to push this job out, so to speak. You'll see the publish date indicated there. And if you want the company, the hiring company, hidden in this process when this job is pushed out to the job boards, then just make sure that that is toggled to on, and it'll show your organization's name in lieu of the hiring company. Now, if the hiring company is cool with, so to speak, having their name displayed, then just flip the switch to off, and it will display the hiring company name in that case. And that's it. That's the process of adding a job, and that includes all of the steps that are involved in submitting an AI request. And again, that's up to you. When you're adding a job, this is an a la carte service, this AI candidate matching tool. And if you decide you want to do the sourcing and matching yourself, you can flip that off. That's entirely up to you. We're not trying to twist your arm on that. But you can see how easy and intuitive that process is in terms of entering in this information to get a job created quickly on the fly. Now, if you have any questions as you're using this new creating job page, reach out to us at support down here at the lower right. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions as needed. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.